Cancer, welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is going to be a reading going from the 16th through to the 22nd of January. I haven't been here for the last 3 weeks simply because I lost my voice. I've still got a bad throat, so I do apologise about that. It's great to be back though. Really enjoying it. Good to see you people again. So this is going to be a reading this week. We're going to be doing a tarot reading at the beginning, and then we're going to be going into your chakras and your aura at the end. This will all be timestamped, so you can get the timestamp in the description below. You'll also find down there a link to 5 appointments that I'm giving over each week from my healing sessions or my tarot reading sessions. If you so desire a personalized reading or a healing session, you'll find the link in the description below. So without further ado, let's see what's going on with you, Cancer. So this is the overall energy for this week. It seems to be like there's an aspect of daydreaming, sort of like you're off with the, as we would say, you're off with the fairies. It's not off with the fairies, but you're daydreaming a lot. You're thinking about things. You're off. You're wandering within your mind about what can be and what can be done and what life could be like or what you want to do and stuff like that. And then someone comes along and sort of says, "Hey, Cancer, what are you doing? We should be doing this," and it sort of brings you back with a bit of a startle. I think that wandering off is a good thing, but I think it's also can be a little bit too distracting for you at the moment. I think it's good for you to concentrate on the here and now a little bit more. I think that wandering off will come into play from the 22nd as we move into Aquarius season as well, because then you'll be fully into your summer period. Daisy. Be fully into your summer period, and you can really get moving, and it's almost as if like, what do I want to do for this summer? So the overall energy here is almost split between the two here. Maybe that tower moment is things that are just happening around it. I'm not sure you even really notice it, actually. I think there's a lot of movement within you. And maybe that tower is within you. I think there's a lot of movement within you that it's almost realizations kind of going, do you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. And that has been prevalent within you over the last sort of 2 months. If I remember rightly, that was also a similar sort of thing that was happening before Christmas, when I was doing the readings before Christmas. And I think this is, I think you've realized this, and now it's the putting it into action, that sort of thing. And as you dream about sort of what you want to do and stuff like that, and people bring you back to that reality by sort of saying, "Hey, Cancer, what are you doing? Where are you going?" I think you're going to realise that, no, I don't want to be pulled back into that. And I think it's maybe sorting the chaff and the wheat this week and really doing it. Really sorting the chaff and the wheat, realising, kind of going, do you know what, I don't want to live that anymore. And I think you've realised that over the past sort of month and a half. And now it's a case of putting into action. And that's going to clear a lot of space around you. So I think that tower moment is almost within yourself, of realising of certain things that you used to believe in that doesn't really stand up for you anymore, or certain ways of being, or relationships, or business, or projects, or jobs that before satisfied you, but they know it no longer is the case. Let's just see what's going on your relationship side. This is a karmic message for your relationship side. You want to connect with people, which is really nice. And the people sort of come to you rather than you going to them. They just appear, as I said earlier on, sort of saying, "Cancer, what you doing?" And I would nourish those. I think it's learning to nourish those relationships that are worth something for you. This is it. This is where I said earlier on, just be careful of the daydreaming too much, because you won't see these people coming, and it may cause you a bit of a tower moment. So I would, although it's good to daydream and stuff like that, don't forget to concentrate on the everyday relationships as well that are around you. I think, it's, you'll realise very quickly what sort of things you want, what sort of things you don't want. You seem to have been spending a lot of emotions for other people in the past, and now it's a case of realising that I don't want to do this anymore. It may come across as being like childish to other people, sort of saying, why are you being like that? Kind of going, well, it's because I don't want to live that anymore. And it may come to a shock to other people, but not to you. And you might be able to, then you'll be able to walk away towards that Ace of Cups, that passion that is leading you. Let's just see how the universe is trying to guide you through all of this. Being true and, being morally true and true to yourself. Morally true to yourself. Being righteous within your own life, I think, is really important. I think Emperor, owning it, owning your own destiny. I think that's what the universe is trying to say to you here, and I think it's a really good thing. And some people are not going to understand it, which is going to be that tower moment. But it doesn't matter if they don't understand it. That they're not your life. You are your life, and so I would really get into that. Let's just see what's going on. How you guys are trying to influence this karmic message. They're still letting people through, and I think they're letting people through that you may find annoying, for you to actually be honest with yourself and say, no, I don't want this. They're looking for direction from you, basically. So I would take time out to talk to your guides and actually give them direction, give them new ideas, give them new direction, new purpose. It's a page of wands. Swords, here. So they want you to, they want those new ideas that they can take flight on and put it down in concrete ways of action. They need to hear your ideas, basically. So I would talk to your guides in regards to that when you're out walking, in your meditation. Just have a good chat with them. They're the guides that deal with the super subconscious stuff, the coincidences that are around you and stuff like that. If you get in the good communication, they're going to be able to filter out the coincidences in your life that you just don't want to see anymore, basically. It's a time to put the house in order by the looks of things. Let's just see how your guides are trying to influence the conversation that is within you. See, I'm not sure whether they're sort of saying, I think this is it. What they usually been saying, what they've been hearing to you, been saying to yourself, is sort of saying, oh, just keep your trap shut, just get through, don't rock the boat. And the guys here are sort of saying, rock the boat. Don't hold back, rock the boat. If I was you, shake the tree and see what the fruit falls. Rite of passage. Six of swords here. I would rock the boat. I would rock the boat, and I think your guides are encouraging you to rock the boat. You got a choice here, and it's where you put your energy, where you put your forces into things. Concentrating on what works for you, basically. I would, be very honest with blatant with the outside world. Not horrible, nasty. You don't have to do that. But just sort of say, this is not really for me. That sort of thing. Okay. Let's just see. Your counterpart, the Capricorn, is talking to you there. Let's just see what's going on in your financial sort of side. Here's your karmic message. And there's a lot of movement here. They're showing me like it's a little bit like an abacus. It's almost as if like you have to do the, and that's the result. You know, you have to do it. It seems to be, there seems to be a lot of availabilities for you. Seems to be a lot of things going on. And it's just basically, you've got to do it. It's a calculation. You're calculating a lot this week according to your career path, your job, your businesses and stuff like that. King of Swords. Yeah, it's vision through judgment of what you've been through to get to where you are, what's happening in the life at the moment, having lots of different types of view of the world around you, and just being sure that you've conquered yourself. And his question is where do I go from here with what I've got in the way of my job, my business, and etc. Let's just see how the universe is trying to guide that. They're sort of saying, don't hold back. There's a song in there somewhere, isn't there? Yeah, don't hold back. Don't look back. Look forward. Yeah, don't hold back. Don't look back. Look forward. There's a new cycle coming in for you, basically, and the universe is heralding it. It's bringing it in with the changes in the world around us, which will be happening majorly in the beginning of March. I will be doing that, and I was talking about being the end of February anomaly, and I think that's where it sort of comes in. Only one card that fell down there. Be your true and higher self. That, and fight for what you believe in. You don't have to injure people or be nasty to people. Just be honest. And that's what the King of Swords is all about. Being honest. The King of Swords is just, it's got that justice aspect to it, kind of going, honestly, this is how it is. Sort of scenario. Let's just see how you guys are trying to influence this karmic path. They're really saying no to a lot of things that you would do because your heart said so. And I don't think you should be using your heart this week. I think use your heart to explore the avenues, the space created by that tower moment, but use your head and your stomach, I would say, your solar plexus, in order to get to a position where you can actually produce for you the goals. You know, that's what it seems like here. So they're sort of saying, you know, King of Pentacles, you really, there's a lot of things going on for you at the moment, Cancer, on this side. There's a lot of input. There's a lot of, it's almost as if you're like stepping up a grade financially or a job or stuff like that. And I think it's because, you know, you made these decisions in December to sort of kind of go, I'm not going to take this anymore. I'm not going to take it. Never did and never will. That's from Tommy. The voice is definitely coming back. So yeah, and I think this is where the guides here are turning around sort of saying, no, yes, no, sort of thing. They're really being straight. There's no messing. It's built also upon knowledge and understanding, the King of Pentacles, but it's also to do with family, and it's just making sure you are okay, so the family can be okay. That's what it's all about. Okay, let's just see how the conversation that's going on within you. Okay, let's just say you're working to a plan to get $1 million, pounds, whatever. Yeah, you're working to that plan, and someone wants to fight over £2.50 or $2, and you're just kind of going, yeah, have it. Don't want it because I'm concentrating on the big goal, and that's where you got to do. And I think that's going to create those tower moments as well, because Pete, it's not the tower moment within you. I think the tower moment is around you, and more than anything else. I think there's a tower moment within you in respect of how you position yourself, but that's actually going to create tower moments that are around you, And it's these sort of people that traditionally want to argue with you for $2 or £2. You just kind of go, well, I haven't got time of day for this sort of thing anymore. And they're not going to understand that, you know. So on this sort of side, I would just, well, it does say a lot of, you know, yeah, it may feel like you're out of the loop of certain aspects of your career path or finances. It's because you're working on the longer term plan and the bigger goals, I think. So I wouldn't, you know, if you do start fighting over that £2.50, that's where you could, you know, you find yourself in a very difficult situation, because you'll lose the direction of your forward path. So, you know, obviously, you know, if you got, you know, 500,000 people fighting over £2 or $2, that's your $1 million. So that might be, you know, what you need to do. But I think more than anything else, I think it's making sure that you concentrate on the final goal, basically. I think that's what's going to be really important. Let's just see how it plays out by the end of this week. I think it's a tricky week for everybody, actually. Certainly cardinal signs. Air, oxygen, space, place. It's like a river that's been forced down between two rocks for some time, like a canyon, and it's finally got out the other side, and it widens into a nice big place. Justice, yeah, harmony, karmic justice as well. I think reason. I think you're going to find a lot of reason behind these tower moments. I think reason d'etre. I think you're going to find a lot of righteousness within it as well. And within that righteousness, you're going to be able to go forward. And people are going to be a little bit disappointed, I think, more than anything else. You've got to weather the storm a little bit this week, but just keep your eye on the goal going forward, the longer term plan, I think. And by the end of the week, by the 22nd, and they're on forward from that, I think this is where this harmony and justice, you're going to find yourself on a much more even keel in your life. So there you go for your tarots. Thank you very much for those cards. Let's just go into your chakras and your aura now. Let's just see what's going on that sort of front. Thank you very much for those cards. Well, the sun's been very active this last 2 weeks. There's been a lot of fire and air energy coming in this direction here. So it's been playing a lot more on, I would say, the solar plexus and the sacrum, the desires, your own personal desires in life, which is the sacrum, more than anything else. It has also had a fluctuating effect on the heart chakra as well. So this is where we got the chakra man. Here's the legs. So therefore, we got the root chakra here. Here we have the sacrum, and then we've got the solar plexus. There's the heart, third eye and throat chakra, and the crown. Okay, so root chakra here. There's a lot of root stuff going on here, and this could be that tower moment. You're shaking it down from the root upwards, basically, how you fundamentally do things. And I think that you're putting into practice a new way of doing things. It seems to be very solid. In fact, it's the most solid that I've seen of all the signs up to yet. They've only got one more sign left to go. But it seems to be the most solid chakra or root chakra of all the signs, and it's because you're putting into action a different way of being. There's a lot more fun in your life. I think you want a lot more fun as well. There is still stuff to sort out, but I think putting in the root, getting that root section sorted out, the root of all your procedures that you're going to be doing in the future, of how you're going to be, is going to help you with that administrative side and sorting stuff out. But it is a lot of fun going on, and that's what you seem to want. I think that's what that daydreaming aspect is about. Let's just see what's going on the solar plexus. Solar plexus is very stable. There's not a lot going on there. It's not too wide. It's not too narrow. It's very stable here. because I think you're grinding through things on an everyday thing. So it seems in a really good way. In fact, most of your chakras seem to be very balanced at the moment. You seem to be in a really good place. Let's just see what's going on your heart chakra. This is where we can see the fun as well. Your heart chakra is very full, but with the fullness, it's swelled a lot, which is really nice. So there's a lot of emotions in there. But then there's also a frilly part to the exterior of it, which is that sort of happy-go-lucky aspect of enjoying life. Really, really nice, actually, Cancer. Really beautiful chakra situation you got going on there. Okay, so you're thinking about a lot more. Let's just see what's going on the crown. Yeah, there's that daydreaming aspect is playing a lot upon your life. So then, therefore, your third eye is a lot more active. I'd just be, as I said, I'd just be a little bit wary of that at the moment. Just release that into your solar plexus, so you actually just go ahead and do things. Just need to pull that down. So if you imagine it's coming down from your crown chakra, coming into your solar plexus, so it just allows you to keep those passions going forward. But in generally, it is the best I've seen. You got the best chakra system at the moment, the most stable chakra system at the moment I've seen throughout all of the signs. Let's just see what's going on in your aura. Yeah, it's a little bit top heavy. So it's a little bit of a weeble, difficult to find your balance. And this is what the Tower moment's all about, allowing it to just fall. And in order to do that, when you finish your meditation and your moment of bliss, you just bring that soap bubble, comes down to your feet and goes, just bring that energy out of your head and out of your crown and allow it to settle nicely within your body. That will serve you a lot more passion. You'll be able to do a lot more sort of things. You'll be a little bit more sort of zippy. It will allow you to also sort of, reminisce about things and stuff like that, but get on and do things as well. So there you go, Cancer. Thank you very much for being here. Obviously, share, like, and comment on this video. And if you're not subscribed, why not? I will speak to you soon. I'll be getting the monthly the rest of the January monthlies reading coming out and things like that. In the meantime, Cancer, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.